I'm going to talk about the politics stuff a little bit more, then I'm going to go to talking about the other stuff. But I don't believe the official story about the Charlie Kirk assassination. I don't believe that what they're calling the entry wound is the entry wound. I've shot a lot of deer. I'll put it this way, I've killed other animals too. I've seen entry wounds. I've seen exit wounds. I paused the video. I watched the video probably 50 times. I paused it in between what sounds like one gunshot. It could be the powder followed by the vacuum of air collapsing in on itself and the echo. But if you will pause, you'll keep pausing it. Somewhere, I think it's around 22 seconds, 23 seconds. If you can pause it just on time or slow it down, you'll hear that it's two shots, not one shot. Or it's a shot and an echo. Well, right in between those two sounds, right after the first sound, before you hear the second sound, you'll already see the blood. And if you look and you slow it down and you look, the way his body moves, it looks like that they're calling the entry wound is an exit wound. The way his body moves, now his spinal cord probably got severed, and he jumped up and everything else. But everything about the way his body moves, the way he falls, the way the wound opens up, like if, let's say I was to shoot a deer with my Mazda Nagant from just the length of this truck, real close up, right? That entry wound is going to look like my pinky finger. That exit wound is going to look like this. Or even if I'm close enough, it may even be this big. And when people see the blood come out the exit wound, in their mind, they're thinking, I just saw him get shot right in the neck where I see blood. And so they think that they themselves saw that as an entry wound. So then when they're told it's an entry wound, they believe it. But that is an exit wound. Now, I don't know 100% that is an exit wound. But that's an exit wound. Now, the other thing is, the FBI releases one photo, then they release another one, and it looks like they released another one that's altered by AI to look more like the man they have in custody. The man they have in custody won't cooperate and won't say nothing, so we don't have his side of the story or any statements by him. They say that he had a letter that he confessed, and that's how they knew it was him. Then the FBI could not show that letter. So then they said he wrote a letter in case he got killed to tell his story. And then when he thought he had a chance of getting away, he destroyed his own evidence. Well, none of that is believable. So then they released the text messages, right? And in the text messages, he's saying that there's no evidence. He's thinking about going back and getting the gun in the woods. And he gives all these different details. And the thing is, why would he be dumb? Maybe he's dumb enough. He does date a transgender. You never know. But why would he be dumb enough to, in message, he could tell his gay lover in person. He could tell him in person what happened. Why does he, over the phone, give all the evidence to collaborate the FBI story? And why does he talk not like a 20-year-old white boy in Utah, but like an Indian scammer? Why does he use the language that an Indian scammer uses? Why does he talk like an Indian scammer? I almost think Kash Patel wrote those things himself, and they should have asked AI. They should have said, AI, write a convincing text log. So just take... I can't be reading all the text. But anyway, there's a lot of things. They might come out with an AI edited video later where you see the imprint, but you see the boy walking. You see his knees bend when he falls off the roof. He ain't got no gun in his pants. And then he hurts his leg. That's why he's limping. And he might have planned to kill him. And somebody else is ready there to kill him on the same day. But I really think somebody to Charlie's right, which would look like left on the camera, somebody to the right and rear of Charlie shot him. And then over there in the front, his front left, which on camera, it would look like the right side, that's the exit wound. And then the ATF probably planted the gun. And you know what? This is probably going to be like the Oklahoma City bomber. They tell us they caught the suspect. They'll tell us they executed him. And then you'll see a man looking just like him working for the FBI in another 10 years. That's probably what's going to happen. The real assassin is already got on a plane. He's already out of there. He's already killing somebody else for Mossad, probably. And I could be completely wrong about all of that. Now I got the politics out of the way. I'll talk about work. Today at work, we pulled the insulation out of the subfloor. Mostly, I pulled the insulation out of the subfloor. Hunter got insulation in his eyes. I feel bad for him. That sucks when that happens. God bless him. I hope he gets the insulation out of his eyes. So, I'm exhausted, man. I pulled out that insulation. I was pushing it to the front. Pile gets bigger. It's harder to push it to the front. There's rat shit all down there, mold down there. I think I heard bats down there. But compared to being up under Geiger's sister's house pulling insulation, I mean, that was hell compared to this. This was pretty bad, but not bad compared to that other. So the way I am, I'm 38 years old. So the whole time I'm working, I'm 20. But then when I wake up, my joints are 40 or 50. That's how it goes at 38. You're simultaneously young and old at the same time. While you're working, as long as you keep working, you might as well be a young man. But the second you stop, you start rusting up like the Tin Man. There he comes. How does he do that? I don't need to say what I'm thinking. I'll say it like, how did that white man cross the road so fast? How did he do that? Look, I just can't help but notice it. And if there's any black people out there, I love you. I hope you have the best life. And I don't mean anything bad by this, but I just have an honest, sincere question. Why do y'all cross traffic so slowly? And I know it's not all of you. And maybe it's just every single black person in Wheeler County. But I can't help but notice that white people cross the road 5 times the speed of a black person. But then when we raced at Wheeler County High School, I know y'all could all run faster than us. All the black people at Wheeler County High School, y'all remember back when we was in PE together, y'all beat us in every single race. But how come y'all cross the road with traffic so slow? That I don't understand. There must have been some law back in time where it was like, you got to go across the road as fast as possible. And then it's like in rebellion to I don't know. I don't understand it. But we cleaned that insulation up under the floor. Hey, I'll show you for a second. The deer jumped in the middle of the road. See, I got this duct taped up here. I gotta call let me see which bulb, if both of them or just one of them is broke. But they pulled me over for that headlight. I went to O'Reilly's, I bought a light, I replaced the light, and then right after I replaced the light, 2 or 3 days later, a deer jumps in the road and breaks the whole thing. Okay. Shit. So it's let's see, driver side left and right. And I got, it's opposite on that side. Let's see. Outer at the top, inner at the bottom. I'm just missing headlights. I gotta see. All right, some more lights are out than I thought. Hey, Paul, 6'7". What does 6'7" mean? But hello. 6'8", is that the date? What is it? What is it? It's the 17th. Whew, I gotta get something to drink. But what I was saying, work-wise today, we crawled up under a house, pulled all the insulation out from the floor. There was, I think, bats. When I got to the very end of the house, there was all this squeaking, sounded kind of like mice or bats or something. And I had all kind of insulation piles in my way, so I had to pull that out because I was going to have an escape route. If I'm about to pull that and bats fly at me, I don't want to get rabies and rabies shots. So I pulled all that out. Then I went back and pulled all that. I had to go to the left and right side of the house and push all the insulation down and everything. And I know I'm going to be feeling it. I'm going to be hurting. When I was in my 20s, I could do all kind of stuff like that and then just it'd be fine. But now that I'm 38, when I'm on my belly crawling around all week, at the end of the day, I'm going to be hurting. When I wake up in the morning, I'm going to be stiff. It's a meme. What's it mean? I guess I can Google it and look it up when I get off this. I'm about to have to message and tell them which lights I have broken. I done forgot. My head, I'm too hot from work. What's the top outer and the bottom inner that are out, or the opposite? Dang, I didn't know I had that many bulbs blown. I think maybe more have went out since the deer hit it. This thing fell out. This bulb. Oh, I ain't even got it turned around. This one's out. That one, I don't know. It probably is. I guess it's out too. At least my tag's up to date. This is some bullshit right here because I buy a truck and I'm supposed to own it. But every year I got to pay the government a fee or else they'll impound it. I can't drive my vehicle. They will literally steal my vehicle from me, tow it, make me pay hundreds of dollars every day until I get it towed. It's just like a mafia, like a rat protection racket. Like you don't own anything. Same thing with my land. It's mine, but I gotta pay a tax on it every year, or else I'll put it up for auction. We're really just slaves. We're just rich slaves. We go to work and we can afford to get a house, clothes, and shelter, and that's what they used to pay the slaves. You know, you wouldn't have no extra money. You would just have food, shelter, and clothing. We're just rich slaves now, and we're so rich that we don't even know we're slaves. But we don't own anything. We don't own land. We don't own vehicles. We got to keep paying, or else they'll come and take it all. But the cost of independence is very expensive, and none of us are willing to pay it. At least not yet, anyways. Like a viral joke. I know what a meme is. I just don't know what the 6'7" meme is. I'll look it up. I'm gonna get off the live for a second because I'm gonna go in the store. I don't like to film people that haven't given me permission to film them, and I don't know who's gonna be in the store, who wants to be recorded, who don't. Like I know Guala don't care. If I see Guala, I'll keep filming. Sometimes Brittany don't care. Most of the time she don't want to be filmed. When did Des decide the deer hit? The deer jumped in the middle, but I guess the back end of him hit it. And that deer, I don't see how that deer survived. That deer had to die. But when I went back, I didn't see. Oh wait, I do remember that night I didn't find him, but I did see him on the daytime on the side of the road in the tall grass. I remember now. I'm just so tired after work, and then I go to sleep, and my memory just mixes all the days together. My boss, it's like he'll ask me about these jobs we went to. I've done put up, 500 garage doors. It's all blended together in my memory. And he'll be like, do you remember that garage door you put up over there on Spring Road? No, I don't remember the garage door. I don't remember none of that. I forget it that day. When I clock out, I forget all of it. I mean, I don't forget all of it, like literally forget all of it, but I, almost forget all of it. I gotta look this 6.7 up. I'm curious. Y'all have a good day. I'll get back to you.